All right, welcome back. This is part two. So in the first video, I cleaned the shoe polish off of this boot here, and this is what it looked like, and this is what it looks like now. So I used saddle soap on this boot, cleaned it really well, got the oxidation off of the inside and outside of the eyelets and speed hooks, and I did that with baking soda, water, and a little wire brush. I put up a YouTube short on that. Now, the boots dried out in the sun for about 20 minutes. So the combination of the saddle soap and the sun have got the boots really dry. So what I'm going to do now is just take a quick brush them off, take a sanding block, and I'm going to sand the heel stack and the midsole, just a light sanding. That'll get off any extra dirt, debris, open up the pores a little bit on this so that it can accept any leather conditioner that I put on it. Now, I'm not going to put leather oil or directly on here. I'm going to put it on the boot itself. I'm going to skip the eyelets and the speed hooks, and then when I brush the oil in, whatever's residual on the brush will hit this area, and it'll just give it a light coat. You don't want any separation or delamination of this where the glues hold this together. So that's what I'm doing now. So I think that that's about looking good. Really took off the majority of the shoe polish here, and it looks nice. It's kind of got a little areas here and there that have it still, but majority of it's gone, so I'm good with that. So what I'm going to do first before I oil it is I'm going to condition the leather. I'm going to use Lexol leather conditioner, and this stuff works pretty darn good. All right, got the cap off. You can use this on your boots, your upholstery, your luggage, your handbags, whatever's leather. I got a leather sponge, so it's got like a microfiber cloth on the outside of a sponge on the and on the well, that just spilled over. Should have used a little I should have used a cup for that. So I'm just going to rub that conditioner in. It's probably going to soak this up really good because that's a thirsty boot right now. But you can see it's already darkening up. I'm going to rub it in. Let that soak in. Be careful not to spill that. I'm going to really pay attention to the crease areas where your foot bends. That's the areas that dry and crack. And this boot is, I'm not sure exactly how old because I bought it on eBay, but it was fairly good condition when I got it. I should say fairly good. It was in excellent condition when I got it. The person just put shoe polish all over it like crazy. And I haven't done anything to them since I purchased them. They kind of wore them out here and again when I will go out, and I'll wear them to do different things. But I don't really beat these up. And they just kind of sit in my closet until it's time for me to wear them. And then I'll give them a light brushing, and then back in the closet they go. So they're pretty dry. They really wanted to have a little love. Seems like it was time to do that for them. And these higher end boots, you really want to take care of them. You want to pay attention when you see them start to get dry. Give them some love. Give them some oil. Give them some conditioner. Like I said, I'm not going heavy on this welt or the heel stack. Just what's residual now that I've rubbed in the boot. Rub this conditioner all over the boot. It's got the pull loop here. I'm going to get on the inside of it. On that rough out part, I'm going to condition the inside of the leather right here where you've got your date tag and your size tag or your stamp. And on the inside of the tongue, pay really close attention to these areas here. This is where dirt kind of gets trapped. This is just a conditioner. It's going to soften up the leather, rehydrate it a bit. And they look much better already. Now I'm going to hit that welt with this. And boy, did that welt come out nice. If you look at this one, how dark from the shoe polish, and this one's nice and white again. Almost like it's brand new. Looks great. I'm going to squeeze in some of that conditioner on there. These boots are so dry, it was just soaking this leather conditioner in. So you can see it still has some polish left on it. So that's going to need to dry for just a little bit. I'm going to set that aside over here and let it do its thing. And in the meantime, the old laces on it were fairly new, so I'm not going to replace them. But what I am going to do is oil them up. I'm going to take some Obenauf's leather oil. That's what I use a lot of this. I'm just going to put some in my hand like this with the leather lace. Just start mixing it around and soak those laces up. Take a dab in my hand and run the lace through my hand. All right, there's one done. Do the same thing with the next. Roll it, ball it, roll it, ball it. This is going to keep your leather laces from drying out and cracking and breaking as well. These leather laces are from JK Boots, which I've found to be the best leather laces I've ever had. And I've had whites, Nicks, JKs. I've had a pair of Westco laces, just some off-brand laces, and these laces have held up on my other boots the best. Drew's Boots make some awesome laces as well. So now I got my false tongues, my kilties. Here's the old ones. These came from Whites. These are a JK kiltie. Look at the difference. They make them so much nicer. It's got this this little slit right here for your laces to go in to help your tongue from moving around, your kiltie from moving around. And it's much thicker, and it's got like this I don't know how to describe it. It's like beveled here a little bit, and then you got this thicker piece of leather here. This is from Whites, like I said. I had this in a different pair of boots, and you can just see the difference. The quality is night and day. And I'm just going to give these a little bit of oil. And brush that oil into that kiltie. Set that aside. And this is fine for your hands. It actually softens your hands up pretty good and conditions your hands. You don't need a lot on these, just a little dab and will do you. I'm just going to brush that in on both sides. And these should be good to go. Yeah. We'll set those aside. Got my laces ready to go into the boot when we're done oiling it. Done with the conditioner for right now. Now I've got that conditioner in there. I'm going to move a horse-haired brush around this boot, and oh man, this boot turned out really nice looking. It's got a matte look to it right now. And I didn't saturate this boot with that conditioner. I just did enough to let it soak in. That boot feels good. The boot's happier, but it's about to get even happier. I'm going to put this no, it's not the heavy duty LP. It's the leather oil. I'm just going to dab it around here like this. And some folks will use a cloth or something of that nature, but I'm just going to use my hands, and then I'll brush it in. And this is going to darken up your boot. So if you're wanting to keep your original color intact, you might want to look into Venetian shoe cream, because that will, the likelihood of it darkening up is a lot lower. But I don't care, and it's going to only be darker for a short period of time. So I'm going to get the inside of the collar, the pull loop, get that tongue area. That gusseted tongue comes all the way up to the top of the boot, and a little higher actually. Keeps all the debris out. Okay. Now, this will also repel water quite a bit. So I'm going to hit my welt. Hit that welt. Protects those threads there. And protect that leather around the threads where you're most likely to get water and dirt and what have you. Give it a little more oil because it's soaking it in from being so dry. Now, I'm just going to brush it in. It's going to be a night and day difference on this boot. And this, at this point, or prior to this point, if you wanted to stain this area, you could do that and then let it dry and put your oils on afterwards. I'm kind of choosing to not oil it, kind of let some of that natural leather look come through again. That's looking great. Let it be at that. Look at that. Huge difference between this and this. Now, mind you, it's going to lighten up here when it starts to dry, and it will also lighten up over time. So now I'm going to put my Kilties in. I think I'm going to roll with it's got semi-rough out and smooth. I think I'm going to roll with that. you like this content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like it. I'd appreciate that. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm pretty good about answering the comment section in my videos. I don't always get to it right away, but I think I'm pretty close to like a 95% comment feedback rate. And it does help the channel. I don't make a lot of money on the channel, but a little bit. And that helps me out to buy leather conditioners or do different things on the channel. I'm not a massive content creator, but it does help out when you guys like and subscribe. So anyways, I'm gonna just continue to lace these up. And yeah, I actually should have put these through right here. So I'm going to come through this little piece on this tongue. It's kind of hard to do at first. You gotta thread the needle on this. Should have made that a little bit bigger of a slit. My fingers aren't wanting to work at the backwards angle. Oh, this pair's get in there. This is going to take the longest time on the whole video is to get this lace through here. Anyway, you get the gist. I'm not going to take a half hour doing that, but I'm going to tell you right now, these boots are happy, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe.